Okay, so we're going to do a playthrough of No Silver Linings Achievement where you cook dishes without using any of the plates. It is possible to do with several different recipes, but first things first, what you want to do is you want to start out and let the old mumsy lady talk and do her thing. And I'm going to go ahead and make stone soup because it's just one of the fastest recipes that you can do, and you get 10 coins for it. I play with Wes because he gets the discount on the, he gets everything for sale. Shiki is playing Weber. Yeah, and go ahead and get the cook pot, Shiki. But he's going to play Weber. He does faster farming. And then we've got Sola, who is playing Woody. He is the running man. That's all I'm going to be able to think about now. But what we are trying to do is use this without plating a single dish. Now, it's possible to do. Seems kind of crazy, but it's possible to do if you actually go through and do certain recipes for the desserts rather than the other recipes. The other recipes just make, throw 3 carrots in a pot, you got veg and you got soup and things like that. But if you go through and do it with those basic like that, you can get to the ones that give you the favors without plating them, which are all desserts. There's scones and cheesecakes, and the berry tart is the one that'll give us the first red mark that allows us to get milk. Once you've got milk, you're kind of golden on the whole thing. There we go. And this will give us 10, like I said. Now, with the 10, what's so fantastic about this is I'll be able to take this and the coins that Shiki has left, and we'll be able to buy, yes, and he wants a vegetable dish. I love your face. We can get the potatoes from down by the Pig King. But before I do anything, I'm going to get the salt. He wants a vegetable dish. Since it's not bread, we don't actually have to buy the dish, if you will. We won't have to do flour just yet. So what we're going to do is we'll get the salt rack, we'll get the fishing rod, and I get the trap. That gets us meat, fish, and salt going all at one time. And that makes it kind of easier because what you do is if you catch the fish, they do tend to spoil, so we usually wait and catch the fish closer to when we actually know that he needs fish. But with the meat, it's all right to go ahead and catch the rabbits and stuff and stick them in the safe, because as long as you don't murder them, they stay fresh. And I am going to run down and get the potatoes. Oh, and see, look, Sola to the rescue. Bam, he's already got the taters. All right, so there's our second dish, right? And then the next one, he's going to want meat, fish, or soup. And so with that, we already know that that is something we're going to have to, take a look into and get in just a few minutes. But I don't go ahead and rush that just because I don't want to go and get a bunch of fish and have them sitting there rotting for no reason and things like that. The one thing that I found with this run is I feel like we spend entirely too much time standing around waiting for things to happen. Because we literally, oh, look, I couldn't even dance properly. Because we stand around waiting for the salt to get done in a lot of this. I try to do up some recipes in the beginning, for things that we know that are coming up. If you need an extra soup or an extra veg, it's easy to have one of those sitting around. But I don't bother to do it until we actually have, see, he wants fish. Until we actually have extra salt. And the reason I do that is because if you make a dish, you can salt it a bajillion times and make it green again. Doesn't matter how green or how yellow or how red. Look, Shiki's already on the fish. What am I supposed to do with myself, Shiki? You know what? I'm going to go and put poop on your wheat. But it makes it easier because you can make up things, especially if you kind of know how he goes along. He starts with a snack, and then he wants bread or veg, and then, later it becomes cheese and things like that. But when you kind of get into the pattern of what it is and what it is that he asked for, then you have no problem kind of predictive doing it. And you can even get to the point where you make a fish, a meat, and a soup all in one and be like, well, whatever he needs, he'll probably ask me for another one again in a minute. And if you have salt, then you're covered. So it makes it a lot easier. Here, you want to trade me? Yes, wheat for fish. Bam. That's how the trade system works. But it makes it a lot easier doing it that way later, and you can actually try working on dishes perhaps that you hadn't made before. Stuff like that makes it pretty easy to get some of those undiscovered recipes discovered. With this one, we do stick to really basic things like the first dessert I'll do is a fistful of jam, because that gives us the key to unlock. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and buy the oven. That gives us the key to unlock the park, or whatever it is that everybody calls it. Okay, cool. I'll run this down in just a moment, as soon as the fish is done. But once you do that one, then your next dessert is a berry tart, because that will give you your first red mark. And like I said, the red mark gets you the milk stuff, which is essential, man. We need mac and cheese. You can't have a mac and cheese without it. I'm kidding. I just like mac and cheese. Yeah, see, he wants a dessert. So here's this. I'm going to run down and turn and get the key. And then I'm going to come back and I'll get the berries and do the fistful of jam. And then after you do the berry tart for the second dessert, if you have the red mark, you can go through and you can start, with your syrups. You can make the caramel things. You can use berries and flour and milk, and you can do the different stuff like the scones and the cheesecake. What else is? There's a couple different ones. There's like 3 or 4 desserts that will give you a favor whether it's plated or not. And once you learn those desserts, they all essentially take the same ingredients, so it makes it really, really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the berries. And Shiki, if you are standing over there by the farms, while I've got that going and cooking, if you'll keep an eye on it, I'll go and open our first safe. And we can, fingers crossed, get the syrup going after this particular recipe. That's the best bit, is because at the same time that this is done, if the RNG is on your side, you can have it. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, it's seriously not the end of the world. It just means you got to open the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and go up and get this and see what we get. Let's see. Which chest should we open? I always, and I don't know if it's because it's just this one that is weirdly placed right here, is I always start with this one. Look at that. And isn't that lovely? Yes. And we did not get it. But that's okay, because look, bam, our second thing. But this also gives us the big crock pot. So if we have something where we're like, oh no, we have milk going bad, but it's not dessert time and we need a pasta or whatever, bam, you can use the big pot and make like a lasagna up or whatever on that. Oh my goodness, I didn't grind. I didn't grind the salt. Shiki, if you'll open the gate and go ahead and buy a garlic and a tomato, you don't have to plant the garlic, but go ahead and plant the tomato. We'll need a tomato for a pasta dish that will be coming up in a moment. What is it that he wants right now? It may even already be the pasta. What you want? Come on, I want to turn the key in and I need you to tell me. Tell me. Ah, he wants veggie. Okay, so 3 carrots would do nicely too. If you want to do 3 carrots or 3 potatoes, carrots are oblong seeds. Potatoes are fluffy or whatever. It's the top one in the thing. But 3 of those will give us a soup or a veg dish. And you cannot do like 3 onions or anything. It does not work the same. They don't necessarily interchange with all the veg. One thing about Don't Starve Together is you can use berries as filler, as well as the shrooms, as well as, the carrots and everything else. It doesn't work quite that way in here, unfortunately. Is it done, Shike? Oh, look, I'm like had a moment there. I was thinking that you were still washing the dish. Jeez Louise. I'm going to turn in this key, and then I'm going to come and I'll make okay, I'm coming. I was going to say, and then I'll come and make the soup. See, this is what happens, and I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the more I play this, look, see, we still didn't get it. The more I play this, the more my runs run together and turn into a repetitive type thing. And I'll be like, wait, did we get that trap already? Did we get the whatever already? No, yes, maybe. I don't even remember anymore. It's taking over my life. You know, dreams of cooking in giant crock pots and things like that, you know. The importance of life. All right, so I'm gonna get this done, and actually here in a, please put that in there, would you? That will take just a moment, and I'm gonna peek up this way really quick to see. I like putting the salt here, see, because you can do that. And I'm gonna run and grab the salt. If anybody's close by and the dish gets done, will you grab it? The salt is up, so I'm gonna go get our syrup thing. I'm coming back down that way though. All right, bam, I'm coming. This is the, awesome, thank you, Sola. This is the hard bit. Oh, look, and bam, we already got a bunny. See, it's fabulous. Well, and pasta will be coming up, so we'll need, we'll be needing the bunny and a flour and a tomato and a mushroom. I'm off to get the last key for the syrup, which, you know, see, RNG, be hating on me every day. We totally got the syrup bucket last, which is fine. It's just, it means that when it comes time to do the berry tart, that we'll be waiting there for the syrup to get done so that we can make it. I mean, I guess you could always attempt to get in another round, but doing another 5 dishes or so to get to the next dessert round, I think pushes your time limits entirely too much. You're better off being patiently impatient and waiting for it to be done. It seems to work out better that way, but it makes you really like anxious. You're like, oh my God, is it done yet? Is it done yet? I might explode if it's not. And usually, by the way, it's not done yet. Just saying. But I'm going to go and throw these taps on. And then what is the, let's see what it is that they're asking for now. I want to get the taps on quickly. Did either of you catch what they're like wanting cooked now? Meat? All right, good. Well, we've got one bunny. I can grab a couple more. There we go. Trees are tapped. Bringing the syrup bucket down, and the trap is right down here as well. Oh, and another thing on this, unless you really decide you want to, you don't even have to build the grills or anything on this. The reason that we do the oven is for the fact that you can do the berry tart in it. It has to be done that way. Oh, look, bunny, stop it. Nothing like chasing a bunny in a trap. We've got one more bunny over this way. We'll catch him in a minute. But there should be a bunny right here, see? And like I said, we are doing the most basics of recipes. Most of these recipes that I use take 3 of the same ingredient. Why? Because then you don't have people running all over the place going, oh my God, I needed this and I needed that and where are those? And somebody lost this, and it's head exploding. This makes it a lot more chill to do. There's no more bunnies down here. We can take it up and put it up in the park area. There's more bunnies up there if we need more of them. Honestly, with the way that this works, you end up with so many extra coins. You can just buy pigeons if you need meat. Unless you like the fact of chasing the bunnies into the trap. You know, who are we to deny you your fun? Come on now, I need you to be done already. But see, now we already have salt that is done for that. So we will be able to freshen up dishes and everything like that along the way. It'll be fantastic. Fantastic, I tell you. And the odds are the next one after this one is, well, we'll see if it'll be the pasta. Let's see. Yeah, he's happy. We get it. What do you want next? Yep, pasta. All right, so a bunny, a mushroom, a tomato, and a flour. And I'm sticking them in the big cook pot. You can use either the oven or the cook pot. Like I said, with this, mostly you find that you can just have the cook pot. You can have the cook pot. I am going to go and get the mushroom. Shiki, if you'll get the tomato. Did you grab it? Yes, Sola. Woohoo! I love your little outfit you got going on there, Sola. Looks so spiffy. I'm not sure how I feel about his pony hair, though. He looks like one of those people who wished his hair was longer, so he brushes it back. You got tomato seeds. Yay. I wish I could jump. I like push spacebar. Oh, yes. Sweet. All right. So, see, while he's doing that, I'll get the syrup done because the next recipe will be the first dessert. And we'll be doing the berry tart, okay? And I will grab the berry while that is cooking. Now, that cooks really, really fast. So I only go this far to get that because the syrup and the mac and cheese seem to cook faster than anything else. The pasta will take all of our lives. It literally feels like it is the longest recipe ever to make. All right, so see there we've got our syrup. There's our tomato. Bam. Okay, so see, now this is where the pro of multitasking comes in. We'll take and do our flour, our syrup, and our berry. Toss that in, and watch this. Whoa! We are real live chefs. No, don't drop that. I actually want you to put another one of those on there, will you? Thank you. And I keep stacks of wood at each thing. As you can see, Sola does it too. It makes it a little bit easier so that you're not running around wasting time looking for wood, going, oh my God, where is it? Sticking a stack at each place is fabulous. And both of these are going to take a moment. So we'll dance again. Breaking out. We get it. He wants pasta. Don't you worry. All right. Now, see, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Now, watch. This is the part I like the best, okay? So we've got, here's our pasta. Here's our dessert. We're going to walk up here, and we're going to put the spaghetti on there first, spaghetti and meatballs. Yay, he liked your pasta. And then he wants a dessert, I'm certain of it. Bam, here's your dessert. Now, this will be our red mark, okay? Now, with the red mark, that gets us the milk. Will you plant a garlic shiki? And we'll do a garlic bread. You don't have to do a fancy garlic bread. You can just do regular bread, but he's already got garlic. So we figure why the heck not, right? No, don't pick up the poop. Sweet Pete. Oh, I don't have any room. Hold on there. Now try it. Got it. All right. So, and then what we'll do again with just, you know, multitasking it so we can. Now, I'm not buying the milk just yet. And the reason that I'm not going to get it just yet is because I want it to stay good long enough so that I can use it for multiple recipes. That makes it a lot easier. And I have to get this in here. I need to move this pot. Because this is the one that goes over here. And I try to do them like this because the clutter starts to kind of get in the way. When you're trying to pick up things quickly. That's why I just leave the coins and stuff up yonder. Because I actually, like these, I actually don't end up using them anymore. So there we go. There's our next, this is our next syrup. And that will be for the caramel. And we can either use 1 milk and 2 syrup or 2 milk and 1 syrup. It's an interchangeable as far as that goes, which is quite nice and makes it a lot easier because as you get, you know, more milks and syrups, you can just throw them in there. Like I said, you can make cheesecakes and things like that, but then you have to get berries and stuff like that. It's not that it makes it, you know, too hard to do or whatever. It just takes a bit more time and can be a bit more frustrating. You cleaned them up. Sweet. All right, so what does he want now? Now he wants fish. So we'll go and grab 3 fish. Or it looks like, Solo, are you already on the fish or are you doing salt? Fish and safe? Oh, see, even better. He's already, see? It's magic, y'all. So magic. It's like they can read my mind. Or perhaps they've played this game before. Let's see. What is it we can stick with a fish? I need to look really quick. What is it you stick with a fish? What veg can go with 2 fish? Because I usually do 3 fish. But I know... Is it an onion? Hang on. So there we go. We've got those. And I actually have... I have a list of the recipes. And I want to make sure, oh yeah, a foliage, 2 foliage, a potato, or a carrot. Well, we have 1 foliage. How about we go and grab another one? And that'll give us our fish soup. See, and that's another thing, is this stuff like this is right here. It's not that far off. And it's a lot easier to just grab and go. All right, there we go. Now, it doesn't matter that that one's yellow. All right, do we have, okay, no, there's none in there for now. Now we're just waiting on the soup. Give us your soup. Maybe you'll give us your soup. Maybe not. He's like, this is my soup. All right, there we go. Soup is done. That one seemed to take a little longer than expected. But see, there are variations in all the recipes. Like I said, I usually stick with what's simple. That way it makes it easier when telling everybody, you know, what it is we need and what we're going for and stuff like that. Okay, so he wants meat. We have a fish. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab some coins. And I'm going to go and buy some pigeons. Are you catching bunnies, Sola? Let me know how many you got. I'll buy it. I'm going to... No, if you're doing something else, I'm buying pigeons. But I don't want to... Well, we'll probably use them both anyway. Honestly. La la la. And I'm just leaving that coin. Okay. Well, that's cool. I've got 3 pigeons. Gonna catch that pigeon. Reminds me of an old cartoon from when I was a kid. Oh, hang on. There we go. Murder. I love the fact that it says to murder these guys. But then if you do the other, like the beefalo, it says like, you know, gingerly do this and various things like that. They sound like execute and things like that. It sounds kind of crazy. And I'm going to go ahead and take these and one of these, okay? Because we have these tomatoes going bad, right? And I'm going to use them. As soon as this is done, I'll use them to make us a dish. Or actually, pasta will be coming up, won't it? Soon enough. So maybe we need to make a pasta dish. Let me grab this and we'll double check. Like I said, these recipes don't matter. All we're trying to get to is the dessert. So that's done. There you go. We need a dessert. All right, give me your milk. And we're going to put 1 milk and 2 syrups in this particular one. Cook that up. And then we'll be back to bread and veg and all of that stuff again. Oh. Well, we need to cook this one already. All right, go ahead and toss that on. There we go. This will be the first favor. See, there we go. A favor and 2 coins. Ah, and he wants cheese. Well, now that he's actually asking for cheese, what we'll do is we will go ahead and I will do a mac and cheese. And that's because we already have the milk and flours. And it just makes it easier. Just 2 of those. 1 of these. I'm waiting on those. Trying to get that done really quick. His next one will be a pasta. And the thing is if we want, we can just do another mac and cheese. Like I said, just to get through things. All right, so yeah, we're ready to pop this on. And now that we're like using these just like this, I'm gonna grab the wood from over there. because we're not using the grill and stuff. So I'm grabbing these just because I'm out of them over this way. Take this off. Bam, there's our mac and cheese. Here's this. Again, this is all about like trying to get things done in a succession. So we come up here like this. This is our mac and cheese. Give that to him. It'll give us another red coin. See that? So we can get another milk if we need it, but now he wants a snack. So for a snack, we can just do 3 veg, or we can do another stone soup. Doesn't really matter. We can do it however we want to. Let's see what we have in the things. We have 1 potato, onion, garlic. We have a carrot. I'm wondering, can you use a garlic with that to make it, or does it have to be like the potato and the carrot and stuff like that? Like 2 potatoes, a carrot. We're gonna go, or 2 carrots, 1 potato. There we go. Like I said, not all combinations are interchangeable. I'm still half the time not quite sure what we use to make the ones for with onions. Like I put an onion in something and it always turns to goop, so I just kind of avoid the onions unless I'm making the onion soup, which is like milk and onions. Otherwise I just don't make anything. I'm like, nope, we'll just leave that be, won't we? But see, there we go, some soup. Bam, soup is done. Milk is starting to go bad, as you can see. See what he wants next. Pasta. So what I'll do is I'll just do another mac and cheese. We'll use up this milk, right? No big deal. All right, syrup is done. Get this on there. Go ahead and get some of these. Because see, this next recipe is going to be dessert again. Oh, wait. This is yellow, so you want to salt that up. See, now it's green. Now, I salt it twice just so it stays greener and I don't run up here and it turns yellow again on me. But it should stay well enough that you are able to go ahead and do that without a problem. Now, I'm going to do this. Oops, I didn't put the other one in there. Now let's get this cooking. So we're gonna need a meat recipe or a fish recipe, another veg, and another pasta to get to the next dessert. So we have to do like another 4 more recipes. As soon as this one is done, here's our second favor. And I'll make mac and cheese again for the next pasta. Oh, no, he wants cheese, so we'll make mac and cheese. We're turning in. Look, I told you guys I loved mac and cheese. Evidently, I wasn't fooling. All right. Oh, my bad. All right, grab this off. All right, here we go. Another mac and cheese. He sure does like his mac and cheese. Wonder if it's baked. It isn't, though, because it's in the crock pot, right? What's he want now? Tell me. All right, so we need fishes. Do we have fish? Fish. Yes, we have fish. Fabulous. All right, so fish are cooking. And I'm going to go ahead and get the salt handy, because this dish is going to definitely require some salting, because you see how bad those fish were. But as you can see, if you can, like, get your rhythm going and you know what it is, like what your end goal is. Like my main goal is to get to the desserts. That's all I need to do is get through to desserts. Then you can kind of get things done without panicking. Because I can tell you right now, it's easy to panic and freak out. All right, what's he want now? Wants meat. Do we have any meat? We got a pigeon, a potato, and a carrot. There we go. If anybody wants to grab some more meat just in case. All right, there's that. While we watch things. A watched pot never boils is what I was always told, which I always say, you know, makes it kind of ironic that in this game you have to watch the pot. I think they did that on purpose. Aha, and on to our dessert, which will be our third favor, my friends. Now, if there is a recipe or something that you are like, oh, I need to unlock this recipe, I want to get this one done, I don't want to do another run. As you can see, we have some time left. You can put together recipes that you may not have discovered and things like that, just to get them done in time and things like that with the extra time that you have. If, however, you just want to be done with the whole thing and you're like, yay, I got my achievement, I'm finished, then go ahead and turn it in, which is what we're going to do as soon as I get the other favor. Clean up this muckety muck. There we go, so I can pick it up. There we go, and here's our key. And if you guys come over here and join me by this pedestal, we're totally going to give the things back. And take a screenshot, you know. I have to have my screenshots. What can I say? Ta-da! And that's how you can do it with getting no silver. Like you didn't even bother with one. I left them all in the chest. I didn't see any points in pulling them out. But it's pretty easy if you have some friends that you're comfortable playing with and you guys know what it is you're doing. You get together and have some fun doing it. And let's see what achievements. So we got 20 cravings done. That seems to essentially be how many recipes we end up doing. The most I've gotten was 23. I already had this particular achievement, but I've been helping other people get it as well. And I hope that you enjoyed this. And until next time, this is the Key Mom. Give us a like, give us some love, and give us a follow. Bye, everybody.